Coming up on Sports Night, less than 24 hours till the Centex takeover in Houston. Cedar Park, Westlake, and Lake Travis, all with chances to bring home state titles on Saturday. We've got the preview. The Spurs are at home against the always pesky Clippers. Highlights and reaction from the AT&T Center on the way. Sam Ehlinger makes history as the youngest player ever to take home the state's top individual honor. Plus, the UT volleyball team is one win away from their second national title in the last 4 years. Ricky Doyle is in Omaha with the Horns as they get ready for a showdown with Nebraska.
They were the team to beat back in the day, and so we had to find the athletes that can match them. I could learn a little bit through the way that they handle their situations. I could see what they did in terms of growing the fan base and how they went about it, so they do a really good job on it.
It's First Place Friday. This is Sports Night. That is the Westlake Instagram, the send-off for the football team as they go to state, trying to win their first state championship in football since 1996. It's title time here in Central Texas. Welcome into Sports Night on a Friday. I'm Joaquin Sanchez. The theme of this show is championships. 3 of them can be won Saturday by our local high school football teams. Cedar Park, Westlake, and Lake Travis are all vying for state supremacy. It's the first time since 2007 that we've had 3 Austin area teams in championship games, but we've never had 3 teams all win the state titles in the same year. That's the plan Saturday in Houston at NRG Stadium. Undefeated and top-ranked Cedar Park kicks things off at noon against Frisco Lone Star in a 5A title game. Following that one, Westlake takes on North Shore in the 6A Division I championship after snapping Allen's 57-game win streak last week. Then the premier matchup is the 6A Division II title game, a battle of undefeateds as powerhouses Lake Travis and Katy square off. Despite the rivalries, these local teams are thrilled to represent Central Texas together.
Excited to be able to get back to the big dance, and I've been saying this, and our kids could echo it too. We're not finished yet. Our goal is still there before us, and we got to go get it done.
I would like for Lake Travis to win as well as Cedar Park, because it'll definitely put Austin back on the map, and that's what all 3 of us would love. And not just, of course, just Dallas teams like DeSoto, Allen, Katy.
I got some friends over at Westlake and Lake Travis, and we're all talking about it. It's really neat experience for all of us. Representing Central Texas football, Austin's never really been that great until recently, so it's kind of cool to bring Austin, put them on the map.
Speaking of the Westlake Shaps, they've got the newly minted Texas AP Player of the Year under center. Sam Ehlinger gets the honor. He's the first junior ever to win the award. The quarterback has accounted for 67 touchdowns this season and almost 5,000 total yards. As we mentioned earlier, he'll try to bring Westlake its first football state championship since Drew Brees in 1996. While Cedar Park is a team loaded with different contributors, it's hard not to notice Jav Guidry. He's a player who handles many different duties when needed, and last week on offense ran for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Guidry will be needed again this week if CP wants to come home with a state title. Travis Raychek has more.
Jav Guidry was on the field when it all went wrong for Cedar Park last season. That final drive for Ennis and touchdown in the final seconds to win the state championship.
Caught it! Touchdown Ennis!
Our apologies to Guidry because it's not video he likes rewatching.
I do sometimes to see what I can do differently. Yeah, I try not to, but.
But this week the junior and the T-Wolves get the ultimate chance for redemption, playing in another title game.
Mentally, in the summer, I feel like we got closer together, and we came together and said we need to stick together and finish this out.
Guidry is a big reason Cedar Park is back in this place. He's a full-time starter on defense and a full-time playmaker whenever they allow him to have the ball on offense.
He's gonna go, Jav Guidry.
He's a different type of speed than than most people have, and so you try to utilize him as much as possible because he's what people refer to as a game breaker. You know, anytime he gets the ball on offense, he has a chance to take it to the house if he gets a little bit of daylight, and not everybody has those, and so when you do, you try to take advantage of them.
A win Saturday would mean double the celebration in the Guidry household as Jav and younger brother Elisha form a potent duo at cornerback for the mighty Black Rain defense.
We've been together since Pop Warner, so it's great seeing them across, and we always compete and see who can do better on the field.
With the Timberwolves, I'm Travis Raycheck for Sports Night.
Thank you, Travis. The Guidrys will be checking out Cedar Park, taking on 14-1 Frisco Lone Star. That kicks off the day's festivities. Keep it locked here on Time Warner Cable News. We will be all over it. Then it's 12-3 North Shore and 14-1 Westlake. A 4 p.m. kick time for that one in the nightcap. Two of the most successful programs in the state. Unbeaten Katy, unbeaten Lake Travis for all the marbles. So here it is, Saturday, the Longhorns and Cornhuskers for the national championship. Texas has beaten Nebraska in 5 straight matches dating back to their Big 12 days. Longhorns have been knocking on the door every year. They're looking for their first national championship since 2012. Ricky Doyle is in Omaha. He catches up with the head coach Jarrett Elliott on the eve of the title game.
Well, it'll be Texas and Nebraska for the national championship tomorrow night. Jarrett Elliott joining me now. It almost seems like it had to end this way. Nebraska on their home floor, the rivalry with Texas. Does it seem in a weird way appropriate that that's who you play for the championship?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we're looking forward to. You know, we know that we've got our backs up against the wall. They've got 18,000 fans. They're going to be screaming, and, you know, not only is it for the national championship, but it's against Texas. So lots of emotions on it. But I think our team is embracing that. I think they have embraced that in the past. And I think they believe they can win, which is the ultimate key.
The Spurs keep their home record spotless with an 8-point win over the Clippers, improving to 15-0 in San Antonio. Let's go back over to the AT&T Center with Jeff Platt. Jeff, another tough win for the Silver and Black.
You're right, Joaquin. You know, Golden State has the best record in the NBA. The Warriors have only lost once. The Spurs, though, are also undefeated at home, and the Spurs have proven themselves to be the best defensive team in the league coming into tonight. But the Clippers didn't care about that. The Clips scored 55 points in the first half off 55% shooting. The Clippers also scored 33 points in the third quarter, but here's where the game changed. Towards the end of the third quarter, Greg Popovich employed that lovely hack-a-DJ strategy. DeAndre Jordan, 8 of 20 from the free throw line in the game. The Spurs outscore the Clippers 30-19 in the fourth, en route to a 115-107 win. 26 points and 13 rebounds for LaMarcus Aldridge, who's clearly becoming more comfortable in this offense. Aldridge talked to the reporters after the game.
I was going off the floor of the game. You know, I ended up having, a little bit more looks, and, I definitely was trying to, take advantage of them. I think I ended up finding a good rhythm at the end of the night, and, we tried to play off a little bit. I think guys just stuck with it, stay physical, try to make them more uncomfortable. And, at the end of the day, I think guys made plays for us. This is good for us, It makes us, focus at the, end of the games and, not be so easy. I thought guys played well, down the stretch. I thought our second unit was huge for us tonight, too.
The best championship game from Friday, the 4A Division I undefeated La Vega taking on Argyle. Fourth quarter, just 2 minutes to play. Dane Ledford hooks up with Cage McCook. 68-yard scoring strike. Argyle leads at 31-27 with 2:09 to go. But we're not done yet. 15 seconds left. Jamal Williams pushed into the end zone from 1 yard out. The coach's son gives the Pirates a 2-point lead. The extra point was blocked and nearly returned. That would have been for the tie, but it's taken down by Sooner commit Parrish Cobb. La Vega hangs on in wild fashion, 33-31 for the state title. Finally tonight, props to Incarnate Word. The men's basketball team goes to New York and demolishes St. John's 73-51. Keep it here all weekend for your state title game needs. Westlake, Cedar Park, Lake Travis going for the gold, and the UT volleyball team going for the national championship. Have a fun and safe weekend.